I try not to. It's like, if they show up, they show up. If not, we're gonna have a good chat anyway.
Yeah, there you go. It's a
I'm
good
just
attitude.
waiting for us to know that it's on YouTube. Yep. Okay. All right, you ready?
You're
Yes.
right.
You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna Louise, Veronica Giacone. Hey, everybody, it's Stefan. Welcome to another episode of MLVC. Today on the show, we are joined by a mom and daughter duo, Brenda and Emily from Our Anxious Reactions on YouTube. Welcome to the show,
Thank
ladies.
you. We're
Hi.
so happy to be here.
Mhm.
Your smiles are lifting me up on this Sunday
There you
evening.
go.
I always get the Sunday scaries, knowing that I've got to go back to work tomorrow. But we're gonna channel a little Madonna love, and she'll help take us through the evening.
There
Um,
you
so for everyone watching, the two ladies that I'm talking to this evening flew onto my radar when a fellow listener sent me one of their reaction videos. They were watching Madonna's Unapologetic Bitch performance at the Rebel Heart Tour, and it just so happened to be the video that yours truly was up on stage with the Queen. So I had such a blast. Somebody sent it to me, and they're like, "Have you seen this?" And I click on it. I'm like, what is this? And all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, this is the video where I'm dancing with her. So it was so much fun for me to watch the two of you watching me dancing on stage with her. How did you decide to choose that one specific video?
Yeah, you want to take that one, Emily?
I think because we had heard from our subscribers that there was copyright issues with the DVD version of that
Mm.
particular concert, I was looking to find the best version of that concert that was not the DVD, and so I just so happened to pick that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the guy who recorded that did a really great job.
He
I know we
did.
were blown away, actually. We were just trying to imagine ourselves because the only Madonna concert we've been to is Celebration.
Yeah.
And so we were just trying to imagine ourselves really like taking, I mean, we took some video at
Sure.
Celebration, but not like the whole thing.
Well, and back then in 2015, it's not our cell phones weren't that great. Like he must have had a legit camcorder of some
Right,
sort.
Yeah.
It
camcorder.
was like a good camera because, and it looked like he had it on a tripod too, because it was steady.
It was
Like
steady.
you could sort of
Oh,
see it, like when he would be like, "Oh, I have to move it. I have to
Yeah.
move it."
yeah.
Or occasionally like the Zoom would come with the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was so happy when I found that video because it was just a perfect vantage. Like he must have been a little higher up because I got a lot of people who were like on the floor, like right around it. So yeah, being able to, that sort of like became the definitive version of me dancing on stage with her.
Oh,
Uh,
that's
so yeah,
so
when
cool.
I didn't even know that that's the version you were watching, but I knew. I was like, oh, this is because I know the framing and I know like how he zooms and yeah, so.
Right.
Um,
Oh, that's so cool.
Wow.
so let's we'll go back a little bit. Tell me how the two of you decided to start doing reaction videos on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess it kind of comes with the name. So our anxious reactions, the reason we're kind of called that sort of goes along with it. So Emily and I both suffer from anxiety.
Okay.
I've kind of had generalized anxiety, I guess, my whole life, really. And Emily has
Yeah.
her own version of anxiety that she deals with. So we started doing actually an adventure channel called Our Anxious
Just
Adventures.
adventures.
Hmm.
And we would just do little things to kind of get ourselves out there and do new things that maybe we're a little anxious about doing.
Yeah.
So we started that, and we haven't done as much with that in the last while. But our anxious reactions kind of came from that. And we decided to incorporate music into what we were doing. Because Emily was getting involved in K-pop a lot and really
Hmm.
liking that. And she took me to a TXT concert.
Yes.
So I thought I should get Emily to kind of, know some of my music from back in the day or from the 80s and some of those. And Madonna was like one of the first people that kind of popped into my mind as far as 80s and just like my youth and those, music memories from that time. So yeah. That's kind of how the channel started, and it was just sort of something that she and I were going to do together and have fun, and we didn't really think other people would watch.
Yes.
Yeah. It's always are they gonna show up?
We
I
weren't expecting
know.
people to show up. We were just like, this, if it were just, it turned out to be something just for us, we were fine with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of how I started the podcast too. I was like, I talk about Madonna anyway. So like, why not just put it out there? So
There you go.
if
Exactly.
somebody gets something out of it, then great. And if not, hey, I'm
Yeah.
talking about Madonna. But um, so oh yeah, I mean I'm not happy that you said you suffer from anxiety, but like I as well have had my bouts with anxiety. And yeah, it was one of those things where like I didn't know that that's what it was. Like I actually thought it was like I was having really strong anxiety attacks years ago, and I thought I was having a heart attack. Like I did not know, and it landed me in the hospital twice because I was like panicked about like I'm like, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. And then it was like the day before I had to go to like the electrocardiologist or whatever to like get my like heart checked. I was
Wow.
like, what if this isn't heart related? And so I like Googled my symptoms, and it was like how to tell if you're having an anxiety attack. And I was like, oh, yep, I've had that. Yep. Yep. Oh, And I knew right then and there that and went to the cardiologist, and they were like, you're healthy as a horse. And I was like, that's great news. Except
Very good news.
now, how do I get rid of this?
Um,
Um,
it's a challenge. I mean, for me, like I said, it's been a lifelong challenge. And so, since Emily had some of her own issues with that as well, I didn't want her to take as long as I did to kind of learn more coping
Yeah.
mechanisms with that. So, we just thought it would be a good way for us to kind of get out together and start trying to tackle some of these things that we one, feel anxiety around, but also just, and maybe this part of it too, it steals a lot of joy from your life.
Mm,
Like when you
yeah.
want to do things and you're really excited about doing it, but then that anxiety comes in and starts telling you all the reasons you shouldn't do it.
mm.
And I kind of hoped that Emily at an early age would say, I'm not going to listen to that voice and I'm just going to do it. And
Yeah, well, so to bring it back to Madonna, when they chose me at the Rebel Heart tour, they literally pulled me two songs before I had to be up there.
oh,
And I
wow.
was at the back of the venue. And when she's, how she plays La Vie en Rose with her little ukulele,
Yeah.
Mm.
that was the song right before I'm Unapologetic Bitch. And they had like, I was just standing in the back of the auditorium watching her on stage thinking, oh my God, I have to go up there in a couple minutes. And this wave of panic started washing over me to the point where I was like, I was like, it's either I'm gonna like freak out or I have to and I told myself, I was like, Stefan, you have waited your whole life for a moment like this. And I just brought the anxiety, like I just snuffed it out just like that. It was one of those, and it was kind of like an empowering moment where I was like, I'm in control, like I've got this, I can do this. But because people are always like, weren't you nervous doing that? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I was.
Right. Well, Madonna, didn't she even ask if you were
Yeah, yeah,
nervous
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that too, I think, on stage? Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you for doing that
Yeah.
too.
Thank
That
you.
was
Thank you. Yeah,
so,
it was when she asked me, were you nervous doing that? I, in my head, I was like, just fuck with her. And so I was like, no. And I saw her eyes shift for just a moment as if like, and she's like, not at all. And I was like, no, I was nervous, and then she knew I was fucking with her, and she's like, and she started giving it to me. So yeah, yeah, yeah. It's she's quick. I got to give her that.
She
oh my
is.
gosh, what a moment. We were so excited watching you in that. I can't tell you how we lived vicariously through you in that moment. And
Oh, thanks.
afterwards, after we're watching that, we just kept saying, like, how would we have done? Would we have been able to? I mean, I know we couldn't have danced like you because you
Not at
were
all.
awesome.
Oh,
Oh my
thanks.
God, just perfect. Like the timing.
I honestly, I not seen it, the show, because I had seen the show twice the week before I actually did it.
Oh,
So I knew what she does with the person. And yeah, but not to make this about me anymore, but it was one of those moments where I was like, you have to rise to the occasion. Like this is your shot, take it. And I knew that everyone got their little solo, and I was like, I don't care how I look. Like people, if people are gonna say he dances stupid, fine, but you're not up on stage with Madonna, so I was
Exactly.
like, just dance as presentational and as big as possible. So yeah, that was
It
I,
was perfect.
if there's ever a cloudy day and I'm not feeling too good about myself, I'll put that video on and just be like, yeah, I did that.
There you go. Exactly. I mean, it brought joy to all of us.
Oh,
So
thanks. Oh, good. Oh, good. So back when you had started your YouTube channel, it didn't look like you started solely on Madonna. There was a couple videos that were non-Madonna, but then there was a shift where it just became only Madonna.
yes.
What prompted the pivot to just Madonna?
Well, do you want to go ahead or
Yeah, I can take that. Well, we did start kind of doing other artists
right for kind of from the 80s?
from the
Yeah.
80s. We started there, but then we had done maybe a couple Madonna videos, and a couple people had mentioned, hey, you guys should do a Madonna journey. And one person in particular even said, you guys should do a journey and start from the beginning of her career and go up until present day. And we
Right.
thought that was a fantastic idea. So
Yeah.
that's what we
Well,
did with it.
and initially the idea, I think, was just to do kind of her singles.
Yeah.
So we started with her singles, discography and thought, okay, we'll go through that and we'll see her videos because, we realized like, wow, she has this incredible career and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many albums and songs and things I had no idea about. And so I thought, oh, this is going to be really fun because I mean, I already knew that I really liked Madonna from the 80s anyway, and that was kind of my frame of reference mostly for her. And then Emily already knew, a
A
few of her
little bit,
songs
yeah.
as well. But yeah, so some of the people, the viewers just said, yeah, maybe you should take this journey. And it started small and kind of grew and they would recommend like, oh, you should watch this performance or you should watch this interview
Yeah,
and
or this concert, and
or
then we
this
started just watching all the
I
concerts
know and the
of the whole,
tours and
yeah.
just it just grew
Oh,
from
nice. So yeah, because I was gonna ask. So I mean, Madonna's pretty well known, and
yeah
if you've grown up in like as I did in the '80s
yeah
and the '90s, you sort of it's like it was impossible to not know
right
Madonna or hear Madonna.
right.
So now maybe Emily doesn't, like she might, but like I mean, have you heard any of this stuff before you're covering it, or are you only covering songs and videos that you've never seen?
It's been a mix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been
for
a
both of
mix,
us.
right, for both of us. So there were, of course, like her major songs from the 80s and things I knew, the songs and the videos of those. But Emily hadn't always seen the videos.
I
You had known
hadn't
some of the
seen,
songs,
yeah, I
but
knew
not the
some of the songs
videos.
and I hadn't seen most of her videos. I think before we started this journey, the only video I had seen was Bitch, I'm Donna because I saw it
No,
right after it came
Oh,
out.
how funny!
I know, so it's
What a
like
random Madonna
it's
I
like
know
video.
it was
such
such a
a random
random.
video. But yeah, I hadn't seen like any of her other videos before that. And I'd heard a few of her like more popular songs like Express Yourself and La Isla Bonita and stuff before that, but I had
Yeah.
never seen the videos. So
Oh wow. Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, that I always am sort of envious because what a gift that you get. You'd be like, I'm just discovering all of this now. And I'm like, like we've had to wait. It's like,
I know.
like how when you binge watch a show on Netflix and you like get to the end of the season, you're like, oh crap, now I have to wait till next season. And you don't know how long that's going to be.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like that with Madonna. Like we've been waiting 6 years since her last album for new music. And I'm like, any day now, Madonna, any day now. But you've just get like, 40 years of
I
music.
know.
Like, here you go.
I know. And we've felt that too because we've, throughout this whole journey, we hear from a lot of the fans about, waiting for the next tour or waiting for the next album. And yeah, it's definitely for us, it's just been kind of one after the other. We
Yeah.
get the songs and the videos and then we do the tour and it's been fun,
It's been a
but
lot of fun.
we're getting to the end of that
Almost.
initial journey. We have Madam X and then
Okay.
hopefully her whatever the new music is that she's going to come out with.
Yeah.
Well, right. I think that's the sort of like I'm even excited about that because like I've done a couple of reaction videos, but like mostly everything's I've seen everything, so like nothing's new to me. So the fact that we're like on the precipice of getting some new stuff again, I'm like, I get to do reaction videos
I
again.
know. Exactly. And for us, we've been kind of joking as we've gotten to the end of this. It's like, okay, we're getting ready to start Madam X. And hopefully by the time we're finished that, the new album will be out. And we're kind of like, it's just for us. She knows we're ending this literary journey and she's going to give us a new album just for us.
Exactly.
to
Any day
react
now,
to.
any day. I'm like TikTok, Madonna, TikTok. Like what? Yeah, that's so funny. So what's your process for doing the reaction videos? Like, are you recording multiple ones in a day? Do you go in fresh? Like, how, talk to me about your process. Are you like binging constant, like on a day? Like, are you doing like 8 to 10 or just is it like one a day?
Oh no,
Definitely not
never
that.
not 8 to 10. No, because we're trying to do this between our other, life things.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of funny. So since we moved here, we moved from North Carolina to Florida a few months ago, and they're actually building a house across the street from us right now, which for reaction videos is not the greatest thing in the world
Yep.
because there's a lot of
Yeah.
construction noise that we've been dealing with that. So lately it's been basically filming videos when we can around everything else is going on. So we may just do one, we may do two, we may,
And depending how long they
and
are
depending,
too.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of longer content lately, so it's really,
Then one a day.
yeah,
Yeah.
just trying to get it in there before something else happens. It's
Sure.
loud.
Yeah, I hear you. I know. Sometimes I have loud neighbors outside, and I'm like closing windows and just praying that I don't sweat my ass off. But I get it. Um, so so you're all up to speed on Madonna with it's just Madam X that you have left.
Well, it's so initially when we started that the journey and we were just doing kind of the singles and the videos on quite a few of her albums, well, most of the albums actually, we haven't done all the tracks. There are
Oh,
a
okay.
couple of albums that we've done
Um,
every track.
yeah, Confessions,
Confessions.
and we just did Rebel Heart, and we did like most of the
And yeah,
songs on
most
the
of Rebel
on
Heart.
that.
So there are a lot of album tracks that we need to go back through, and we're going to kind of do a deeper dive on those albums after we finish this initial journey and finish Madam X. So we're going to go back and pick up all those album tracks and things that we've missed.
Nice.
And people recommended so many different interviews and things that we didn't see. Maybe we would watch one or two, but not all of them. So there's so much content with Madonna. I mean, oh
Yeah,
my God,
it's
she's had such a career. It's just incredible how many different things there are to see. And the movies.
Yeah,
We
I
haven't
haven't
watched
even
movies
gotten
either.
I was just gonna, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna be like, I haven't seen you do any Madonna movies.
We have
We have
not,
not.
and we want to. I mean, I've seen Evita.
I have not
Yeah,
seen
you have
Evita
not
yet.
seen Evita. So that, I mean, it's been a long, it was like when it came out,
Yeah.
I saw it back then. So it's been a long time. Actually, I lived in Buenos Aires, Argentina, while she was filming Evita there.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh God, tell us what was, did
Isn't
you
it
get to
wild?
see her? Was it a scene?
No, no, no scene, no like fun encounter, but it was so another one of those little funny moments in this journey when we got to that point in her career. I'm like, oh my God, it's so wild. And seeing them film those scenes like at the Pink House and things like that, because, I mean, I was aware of that at the time because I was there, but I just remember the excitement in the city when she was there. And it was just like, this kind of energy that everybody was, yeah, really excited that she was.
Were they putting signs up for like be an extra, or was that like? I'm just curious because like if I was there, that would have been the type of thing I would have done. I would have been like, I can't come into work today, and then I'd be partying outside the Casa Rosada.
I think so. I mean, I think there were quite a few people who were, extras just about town, but unfortunately, I wasn't aware of that at the time, and that was another
That would have
opportunity.
been wild.
I know that now that would have been a story. If I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I was actually
Right?
there. If you look at that scene, there I
Yeah.
Yeah.
am. All these years later now on a Madonna journey. It would be
Yeah.
wild.
Well, that's fun.
It is. It was
How
just,
did you enjoy living in Buenos Aires?
yeah, I loved it. Loved it. One of my favorite places I've ever lived.
I
Yeah.
love it. I have not done South America yet. I need to I need to get down there.
People are so friendly. The food is fantastic.
Right?
Highly.
South America? I'm saying that right? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just had brain fog for a second. I was
Yeah,
like, am I
that's
on the
it.
right?
That's
Am
our
I on the
place.
right continent?
Yeah, yeah. Great place. And that was a really, the 90s were kind of a magical time there too. So just that whole moment in history, and then with her being there, it was
Mm.
a very cool vibe in that city.
The 90s in general.
Yeah.
Like I know that people like not fantasize, but sort of romanticize the 80s. Great decade, great music, this that. But the 90s, man, if there was one like you know Back to the Future, like I would go back to the 90s just to
Yeah.
like relive that. It was a good time. That's actually once you get to the end of Madonna, you should just start doing like a 90s journey. Just like revisit
Mhm.
like
Oh, yeah.
90s artists and
That would be
90s
fun.
culture. It's
I
so fun.
know. It is. It's such a good time. And I always have mixed emotions when we go back to some of these points in time because although I love the music and I'm always kind of excited to relive it in that way, there's also always like a bit of a sad element for me too, because I feel like we had a lot of hope at that time for a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Mm.
And then when you compare that to kind of where we are now in the world, it's just like, oh God.
Yeah.
We were just in such a great place at that moment, a trajectory anyway, it felt like,
Yeah.
you
I,
know?
I I I often think a lot of that has to do with how connected we are, but not like social media, and Madonna has even said this, social media gives us the guise of being connected, but we're really
Yeah.
not. Like
Yeah.
we're aware of other people around the world, but it doesn't really connect us in any way. Like we're not personally friends with them. And
Right.
the 90s was like, I mean, I didn't have a cell phone for half the 90s, you know. It was such a different time with like that was like I mean, the internet was just coming up in like the mid 90s and like there was no social media and it was just a much simpler time and I think that sometimes was a bit protective of us. Like we were, by not knowing, you were sort of like not naive to it, but it was just like you could live in a bubble a little bit more. So I think, I don't know if the knowledge is power now, but it's the awareness. It's certainly, like your heart can be with people across, in another continent around the globe that you might not have known about otherwise. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's,
I mean, it's definitely complicated. One
Yeah.
of the great things, and I think one of the most surprising things for us on this journey has been connecting with people though through the channel.
yeah.
Hmm.
That and it's also we were actually just talking about that this weekend and how fortunate we were to have those suggestions of picking Madonna for this journey and this being like the first musical journey that we've done of an artist because I mean we couldn't have picked anyone better than Madonna
Yeah.
to
Good
do.
time.
Yeah, but then at the same time,
We
it's
set the
like,
bar
I
so
know, it's like,
high.
God, we picked Madonna. Like, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
Like, what do we do now? I mean, it's Madonna. But we've been so fortunate with just the fans in our comment section and just the relationships we've built with people on our channel. That's one of the best parts of this journey for me, too. I
Yeah.
mean, besides just exploring her career and her artistry and all these places that she went that I didn't know about. It's just meeting people from all over the world on this channel and
Yeah.
sharing their stories of, their concert experiences like yours and just what she's meant to them in their lives. It's just been I mean, I cry a lot on the channel. If anyone who watches our channel knows I'm a crier, and yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of one of the running jokes of oh, she's gonna need the tissues for this one. She's
Yeah.
But reading our comment section too is the same for me because I mean we get the best stories in their comments
Yeah,
and we love that. I mean
I know.
it's not just us on the journey anymore. It's like we're kind of going and we have this big group of friends that we're all going together now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I love about the podcast too. It was sort of like the one thing I didn't think about when I started doing the show was how you'd start to get like to know people from other countries and other walks of life and yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Speaking of listeners, thank you to everyone who's currently in the chat. I know Ben is usually the my cohort who is paying attention to the chat. I'm not ignoring you. I just you know me. Hello from hello to Spain, and let's see who else. Who else? Who else? Honduras is in the house. Manila. So hello to everyone. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions for Brenda and Emily, please pop them in the chat, and I'll get to them in just a little bit. Speaking of so upcoming content, would you entertain doing like another artist's catalog? So like say you get to the end of Madonna, maybe it would be smart. Like, I mean, you could just switch it up, but like there's a lot of other artists with really great catalogs, you know, in the same vein that Madonna has. Who would be like your top three picks that you think you'd want to maybe possibly jump in on that journey?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. We've talked about this a little bit too, and I think we've gotten a lot of recommendations from viewers as well on people they would like to see us explore. So I think what we've decided to do is kind of take their suggestions, narrow them down to people that, we think, oh yeah, I could definitely see us exploring this person,
Yeah.
and then letting them vote on the next person.
That's smart.
I know one a lot of people have mentioned and we've talked about is Kylie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I think
Oh,
we
I mean, because she's been around just as long. I mean,
Mm.
it's
exactly.
insane to think like, I mean, it's funny how a lot of people didn't know Kylie. And I'm like, I used to roller skate to Locomotion.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember Kylie in the 80s because I was
Yeah.
roller skating to her as a child. So
Wow.
it's funny that she's still kicking around and doing have you seen Kylie in person? Did you go to did she come she came to Florida, right?
She did, and
Yeah.
actually we missed her,
Mm,
but we saw the advertisement, but we
Yeah, I
were yeah,
think
we were in the
we
process of moving or something. I think at that
yeah.
time
uh,
we saw her on the billboard. We were
I'm
like,
like,
no.
oh.
yeah, she's a great one.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, you could even just do like just her videos, and there's tons of them.
Mm.
Janet Jackson, you could do
Yeah.
Janet Jackson. She's a great one. I mean, I don't know, Emily, what type of music do you like to listen to other than K-pop?
Anything and everything. I think it just depends on the artist. I just like I'll listen to classical music, I'll listen to K-pop, I'll listen to metal, whatever, country, anything.
Yeah, you're pretty varied.
As long as the artist is good, I don't care.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think that's one of the factors that we've talked about in going into the next person too, is we do really want to feel like this is someone that we'll personally connect with. I think that's an
Yeah.
important part of it because it's been fascinating as we've gone along with Madonna. I mean, liking her music like I did in the 80s, as we've gone on this journey, I mean, we love her so
Mm.
much now
Yeah.
as just a person and just everything that she's gone through and her experiences. And I would love to find that again, with another artist and be able to go through and not just really like their music and that, but also just really appreciate what they've done as well, their
Yeah.
contributions.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's Madonna. I mean, I respect her artistry so incredibly much. Like the art that she's created, not just musically, but like in her videos, and then and her tours, and then outside of that, then you've also got like how smart and intelligent she is in her interviews and the way that she speaks up for um, people who don't have a voice, and goes to bat for them. And it's just great that she's just sort of like that's been her entire career. She's been able to do that, which is wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been one of the, I don't know, kind of the biggest lessons I think we've taken from this journey so far is how she has these through lines through her career that just, I mean, you can see them from the beginning and how they've carried all the way through. And it kind of it drives me crazy at this point sometimes when I'll see that people will say, "Oh, well, she was criticized for this or criticized for that," and I think, oh, it's just because they don't know. They really don't
Exactly.
understand her and understand that this is who she is and it's who she always is. And I think that's yeah, that's one of the things we love about her is her authenticity always. It's
Hmm.
come out in so many different forms. Her art has just taken a lot of different forms, but it has the same through lines, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Uh, so in addition to catching Madonna's celebration tour in Atlanta, you also happened to catch the flu.
Oh God.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh, tell me one, what was it like to finally see Madonna?
Yeah.
And then and don't feel bad. When I saw her in Paris, I also got massively sick. So uh, it's apparently it's just it goes with the territory. Like when you're in a room full of that many people,
Yeah.
yeah.
all it takes is one little airborne germ, and you're down for the count.
It was
Yeah,
worth it. It was worth it.
definitely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that was we've had a few moments during this journey that have felt very, like I would say, meant to be,
Hmm.
that just everything about it has kind of, I don't know, we've had
Fallen into place at the right time.
yeah, it
Yeah.
really felt that. And I felt that her having this tour, and of course, it had to be postponed because of her illness before, and then us being able to see it when we did at that point in our journey was, I don't know,
Yeah, it
it
was
felt,
the
yeah,
timing
the
just was
timing felt
right.
right, very meant to be. But we were so excited after seeing all those tours and I mean, Emily, of course, wasn't born for some of the tours that we had seen up
Yeah.
until that point. So she
Yeah.
wasn't filled with the regret that I was because I'm there going, why was I not at Blonde Ambition? Why was I not at the girly show? I was like,
Well, I will echo your sentiment, Brenda. Why?
well,
Why
I
were you? Why were you
know.
not at any of those tours?
Where
Why?
were
I know. Where
you?
was I? Exactly. I know. I mean, I was so every time I would watch one of those tours, like, oh, why can I be there?
Well,
And
hey, better late than never.
I
You
know.
got you got to see her, and it was a great show. So it was like she honored all of her like 40 years of career, and it was I think a really great through line, the story that she was weaving through. So yeah, so I'm glad that you at least saw that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. We keep saying, and we kind of joked with some people in the comments about that too on our channel, that if we could have a time machine and go back and go, that would be what I would do. I would just give me a time machine so we can go to Madonna tours.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, wouldn't that be
We,
fantastic?
oh
All of
my
them.
God, we would be very happy.
Imagine like how much money they could make. Like if they invented time machines, like
Oh,
people would I'd be like, I want to go to opening night of Confessions tour. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I want to go to opening night of Blonde Ambition tour. Like, I don't know how it would happen, but like I would, that'd be amazing.
Or even if, like we were saying recently, like even if virtual reality became to the point where they could just like take you to that feeling of being there in the audience at that show and from all the angles, like you're experiencing it. I mean, I'll settle
I
for
would do
that right
that
now
too.
too,
Yeah.
but that would,
Yeah, I actually, so I had seen the ABBA show in London where it's sort of like it's not virtual reality. I mean, it's basically just like a screen where they like it's the avatars where they
Mhm.
make it look like they're young and they're on stage performing.
Right.
And I mean, I still think Madonna's got some touring years still left in her,
Yeah.
thankfully. But I wonder if years from now that maybe we'd get something like that where like you could go and it would be like maybe like each night of the week it's a different Madonna tour. So you could
Oh
like,
God.
like not that it'd be Vegas or whatever, but like how like they have the Sphere in Vegas and it's like every night that it's like here's the Virgin tour, here's the
Oh,
Who's That Girl tour, Blonde Ambition tour, like, and you could just like binge the tours, like that would be fantastic. Oh my
That would
Oh
be
my
God.
so
God, that would
fun.
be awesome. We would be there
Yeah.
for sure.
Right? I mean, they'd be so expensive. Like, I'd just be like, like spending a week in Vegas, like to go to the Sphere every night just to see the next Madonna tour. I would do it. That'd
I
be
would do
fun.
it
I would
too.
too.
Absolutely. I would do it.
Yeah.
I'll start saving now. I would totally do it.
Oh my God, I'd love it.
I'm still kicking myself for missing those tours and
And me for
just
not being born.
I know. So darn it, I wasn't born yet.
Well, I'm glad that you at least recovered from your Madonna flu, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's it it was worth it. It was worth every second of it. It did delay us being able to get out our review of
Yeah.
the show, which everyone was like, when is it coming out? No. But it was, I mean, I was really sick for several weeks there,
Yeah, yeah,
but it was worth it. 100%.
nice.
Definitely.
Um, Someone in the chat is recommending a couple recommendations. They say Bowie. They
Oh,
say
Ooh.
Fleetwood Mac slash Stevie Nicks. That would
mhm.
be Prince. Just another couple options. So, um, yeah. That's. Oh, question is, what is your earliest memory of Madonna before doing the reaction videos?
I
So
think
I,
for
Yeah.
me, probably maybe hearing one of her songs on the radio when I was in the car as a kid. I
Yeah.
think maybe Lucky Star
Oh,
even.
really?
Yeah, I think just like remember hearing that in the car as a kid.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so I now at this point have cried to Borderline twice. I know, I know, I know. It's happened though twice. So once on the Sticky and Sweet tour, right? Was that one of them?
I think so.
Was
Sticky
that
and Sweeter
oh,
MDNA.
or
that was no, that was yeah, it was like the guitar version.
yeah,
Yeah.
so one and then the other was yeah, just recently when we watched Tears of a
Tears of a
Clown.
Clown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've cried multiple times now to Borderline. And I think for me, I can remember so distinctly being a teenager and my friend, her parents had a condo at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I lived in North Carolina then. And we used to go to her parents' condo on the weekend. We would drive together. And I just, Borderline was like, I could just remember that song blaring out of the car as a teenager.
That's a
And
good
so I
song to
think
blare
that's
out of the car.
one of the reasons that Borderline is such an emotional song for me too. It's just that it has so many like of those memories
Mm.
Yeah.
in it, you know?
What are your hopes? So you've listened and consumed all of Madonna's catalog. What are your hopes for her upcoming album? Have you heard anything about it, or do you just like what would be your fantasy of like a new Madonna record?
Oh gosh. I mean, I've heard so I mean, I guess it's kind of the hint was like Confessions too, was
Yes.
sort of the although I don't know, I don't really see her doing like actually confessions too, like it
Yeah.
kind of literally, I think it would be interesting to see her kind of take another um I don't know, like another style and just kind of do that as a different confession, like it's
Hmm.
a different type of um
Yeah.
music.
I have no idea. Like I like all of her music that we've at least what we've listened to so far. So if she just keeps putting out good music, I mean that checked all
Yeah,
the
there's no
boxes for me.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, Confessions was such an interesting concept album, and it
Yeah.
was so like just everything about it was very well done.
Yeah.
So I would just be interested in her taking another concept in that way and doing
Yeah, a
it
concept album would be great.
right. Yeah, I don't really have. I can't say that I have a preference when it comes to her because I feel like I just don't have her imagination to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
not that creative. I don't think I can even try to project what I would think onto her music or
maybe a
but
new genre or something, maybe something she hasn't tried, but she's tried so many
no.
that I can't even think
Yeah.
of one that she hasn't done yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I think that's the most exciting part is to know like what's it gonna sound like? Where's she gonna go with it? What's she gonna write about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
then one of the most exciting things is, will there be a tour?
Oh, please.
Please, please.
We all hope so. And then yes, that then you could be like, we saw Madonna again.
I
I
know. I
know.
know. I mean, and I'm even if it's not a big tour again, like Celebration. I mean, even if she did something smaller, what I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
I would
I'm here
love
for
that too.
anything.
Because we love seeing some of her kind of more intimate performances as well. And I think that would be really cool, you
Just
know.
so you know, though, those shows are the tough ones to get to. Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
any, like Tears of a Clown. I mean, I didn't even get to see that. Like, because she did it like in two spots, and
right.
I just it wasn't. Yeah, it's tough. Whenever she does the intimate shows, it's always harder to like. I've been fortunate to see her in some small venues, but it's few and far between, and not very easy to get
Yeah.
Mm.
in. But even, I mean, even just getting tickets to the tour sometimes is like, talk about anxious. Oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were, it's funny because we were just going to that Celebration concert in Atlanta. We were anxious about that. And we both are people who get kind of nervous in big crowds.
Mm,
That's
Yeah.
never been something that's been easy for me. And it was so cool when we got there, though. Like we were both like a little anxious going to it, but when we got there, it was just the best vibe.
mm-hmm.
Everyone was just so happy to be
No,
there. It was
just
great.
yeah, it was like happy, but also like a chill vibe. And I was telling Emily like the difference when she took me to some K-pop concerts. It was like this kind of feral excitement for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That was almost kind of hard for me to deal with in a way. I mean, it
Yeah.
was just like screaming and you know, kind of thing. And I felt like the Madonna concert was like this joy, but like such a chill, joyful
Yeah, it was
vibe
yeah.
that I just felt my anxiety just kind of disappear when we got
Mm-hmm.
and it was
Me too.
awesome.
I find a trick I use with anxiety is, um, or just in terms of like energy exchange, because I find I get very affected by like chaotic energy. If there's like a lot of chaotic energy going around, sometimes that can really affect me. If you get to a concert very early, like when the doors open,
Mhm.
you can be there while the energy is building up. And
Yeah.
so there, it's not like you're walking into a wall of this chaotic energy.
Yeah.
So you're part of the energy build. So I feel like that sometimes it's a little easier to manage it
Right.
because
Mm, yeah.
you're there from the get go. And
Yeah.
that sometimes is like, people are like, why are you getting there so early? And I'm like, I need to be there early, you know, like, and yeah, you might be there for a couple hours, but also then like the waiting can sort of dissipate
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
it's
Right.
sometimes, I mean, I'm always sort of like super excited when I go to a Madonna show. So
Yeah.
I don't usually get like over anxious, but I know what you mean. I was at Woodstock 99 and there was millions of people around and I'm like, you know, like I don't get claustrophobic, but I was like claustrophobic at Woodstock 99.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, the energy makes a big difference, but we'll definitely take that advice. I really
That is
Yeah,
good.
loving
it's
it
smart.
early.
Like it's as opposed to like getting there later and then there's tons of people already sort of like giving their chaotic energy. It's like, yeah, get there a little earlier and then you can be there while the and then you don't notice it as much, you know, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's sort of like just organically building around you. And
Right, right.
um yeah, that's fine. All right, let me check the chat one more time. Let me just make sure. Let's see. Um, um, oh, someone is saying that even Madonna spoke about her mental health during a speech in Atlanta. Oh, I don't remember that. Did she? Do you remember if she spoke about that in Atlanta? I obviously wasn't there, so I don't remember. But
I don't remember
I'll
either.
have to. We'll
Yeah.
have to Google that. We'll have to Google an
Yeah.
Atlanta speech.
Yeah.
Um, but okay. Oh yeah, she when she joked about being depressed about the hotel room's bad view. I think that's what
Oh.
I think I do remember seeing that.
Oh God.
Yes. Oh, Madonna.
That's funny.
Um, well, ladies, thanks for joining me. This has been great, and I'm excited to see how the rest of your Madonna journey unfolds on your YouTube channel. But before we go, there's a little segment on the show that we like to call the lightning round. So these answers are meant to be quick off the top of your head, wherever you're at in your Madonna journey today. It doesn't have to be the definitive forever, but don't think too hard. Favorite Madonna song, Brenda?
Oh God. Um, Favorite Madonna song. I'll go with the song last year on my Spotify, like rap at the end. I was surprised to find out that the song I listened to the most was Nothing Fails.
Oh,
Yeah, just
good one though. I thought you were going to say Borderline, but
I know. The shock. I know. Spoiler. Said Nothing Fails. Yeah, but
uh,
that was it.
Emily, how about you?
I'm gonna go with two songs. I think because we just watched Tears of a Clown recently, I was thinking Holiday.
Mm,
It's great because she ended with that, and I always like that song. And then also just Hung Up. Such a
mm,
vibe. I
good
love that
one.
song.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never get tired of it.
Yeah. Favorite Madonna album, Brenda?
Ray of Light.
Emily?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe going off that vibe, Confessions. I
Good
guess.
one. Yeah.
You're staying with that.
Yeah.
Favorite Madonna music video, Brenda?
Oh God. Music video. There's so many.
First
Human
one that comes to your head.
Human Nature.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Oh,
What, Emily?
Bad Girl?
Mm.
Oh, a classic.
Such
That's
a
a good
piece
one.
of cinema.
Favorite Madonna tour, Brenda?
Well, with my heart is Celebration because that's the one I've been to. Um, Probably Girly Show, though. That's the
Mm-mm.
one for me. Probably
Emily,
Girly.
what about you?
Aside from Celebration, for the same reason, staying with it, Confessions.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey, it's a
there
great
is a
one.
vibe.
Okay, so I guess I always ask favorite Madonna movie, but I guess you've not seen any Madonna movies other than Evita. Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
we definitely have to go on the movie journey as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's you've got a lot to watch, and there's some good ones in there. I'm not gonna influence you in any way, shape, or form. Uh,
Okay.
but there's some good ones. Favorite Madonna look, and this can be from a music video, a tour, a photo shoot. Brenda.
I'm gonna say I really liked her look a lot during the Ray of Light era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really.
Emily
It's really obscure that Pepsi commercial that she did with like
with the
yeah,
stripe.
the
It's so
stripe. Love
good.
that.
Yeah, I remember when that came out. That was such a jarring look because she had needed like it's a very specific styling and
Yeah.
but I just thought it was so like 80s badass. You know, like it was just it's I mean she's pop music, but it was just so rock and roll at the time. I
Mhm.
love it. I still love it. It was the cover of her calendar that came out after that. So I guess it was the 1990 calendar, and that was the cover photo of her with the stripe. I loved it. Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah, that's a
That's such a
great
look.
look. It is.
Um, well, everybody, that's our show. Ladies, tell everyone where they can find you on social and on YouTube.
Well, we have Instagram. I think the ad is Our Anxious Adventures. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then on YouTube, we have Our Anxious Reactions channel. And we also have the Our Anxious Adventures, but we mostly post on Our Anxious Reactions, so you'll mostly just find us there.
What are the adventures?
Well, the adventures are just kind of some different little trips we took and little things we were doing. We haven't done it in a while, though. I mean, it's
Yeah,
probably been about, I don't know, maybe even a
over a
year.
Like
year.
how adventurous are we talking about? Like you're going like bungee jumping off of cliff, or like you're going to like Claire's yarn barn?
Yeah. Okay.
Like more Claire's
We're closer to the yarn barn than the cliff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, mini
Yeah.
golf.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, okay,
just
okay,
doing some
okay,
things about town. Yeah.
okay.
Concerts sometimes.
Yeah. Concerts
Yeah.
sometimes. So yeah, just kind of getting ourselves out there a little bit more, but not quite
Not
up to the
bungee.
Okay,
bungee.
so not like extreme sports or anything.
Not
No.
yet. Well, we're working our way up slowly. So
Okay.
you have to start at the yarn barn first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yarn barn. Hey, I don't knock a trip to the yarn barn, you know. Well, remember, everybody, you can find MLVC on all social platforms at MLVC Podcast. If you'd like to donate to the show, we're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast. If you've not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, take that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Make sure you go and follow our anxious reactions on Instagram and give them a subscribe as well so you can follow along on their unfolding Madonna journey. And yeah, it's going to be exciting once she comes out with that new record because everyone's going to have a whole bunch of new reactions. So
Yeah,
we're just
that's
going to
gonna
be
be
like
fun.
inundating YouTube with Madonna reaction videos. So
Yeah, it's exciting to be there like when it actually happens for
yeah,
one
I can't wait. I know I often think about it. I'm like, oh my God, where am I going to be when I have like, because I'm gonna have to do the reaction like right away because like I can't listen. Like I want it to be the first time I hear the song, and I'm like, if I'm out somewhere, I'm just gonna have to get my phone and like just be like, this is the first time I'm hearing it. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say I'm like, it's gonna be like I'll be in a work meeting and somebody will be like sending me the it's out, and I'll be like, I have to go. You know, like
Run out to the car and like,
yeah. Oh, my Zoom's cutting out. All right, ladies, stay where you're at. We're gonna end the live. Everyone, thanks for joining us, and yeah, we'll see you next time. And remember, everybody, until next time, strike a pose.